So I bought the Ark. I think I was duped. This isn't what I paid for. For starters, it's a male skin when it's supposed to be female. It's not that white, pure angel that I was advertised. This one looks battle-hardened. I wouldn't say evil, but he looks serious. He doesn't have her pure white feathers and wings. He has charcoal black feathers. His wings are frayed as if they were clipped from God, or the devil. The armor on his body isn't gold, it's burnt with little red spots on it. Could it be blood? Maybe it's best if I back up a few days. I was bored and lonely one night. My cousins, before they moved out of this house, left their Ouija board. I mean, it's just a board game from a popular toy manufacturer, right? I mean, what could possibly go wrong? I get out the Ouija board expecting nothing because it's just myself. There'll be no one else to actually move the planchette around to fool me. So if anything moves, I'll know it's not something of this earth. I ask the Ouija board some questions. Nothing. I keep on asking it questions. Nothing. Exactly as I expected. I'm about to put the game up when the planchette forcibly moves both of my hands to Z, and then even faster to O, then back to Z, then back to O, spelling Zozo. Can you hear me? I asked. It moved to Y, E, S. Yes. I decided to ask it some questions that no one could know to prove that this had a logical explanation. I asked it a question about one of my other late cousins. He was killed last New Year's to a drunk driver. I asked it what happened to my cousin, not naming specifics and just hoping it knew which one I meant. It spelled D R U N K D R I V E R. Drunk driver. Freaking the hell out, knowing full well I didn't move the planchette, I put the pieces back in the box and put it in the attic and tried to forget. I researched Zozo to make myself feel better, and it just made things worse. He isn't made up. There are literally thousands of similar accounts related to a demon called Zozo. Then I froze in pure terror. The pure terror was eventually replaced by a cold presence. A demonic presence. I read something that made me almost burst into tears. In my panic of realizing the supernatural was real and putting up the Ouija board, I never told the demon goodbye. Why does that matter? It matters because I never severed the connection to myself and him. I had a dream I was playing Fortnite and there was a new skin. It was a demon with charcoal feathers and looked straight out of the gates of hell. I woke up the next day to see that Ark was in the shop. I bought the skin and, well, now you're all caught up. I tried to use other skins, but it wouldn't let me. The first game I was in, I decided to drop Tilted. I died pretty early on in the game. Instead of that robot thing that comes and scans your body out of the game once you're eliminated, Ark, or in this case Zozo, turned around, looked at me, and flew straight into my monitor I was playing on. I get up scared and petrified, and I'm about to run for my life. I open my bedroom door to the hallway and I trip on something. The Ouija board was there. It spelled a message on its own. Y O U W I L L D I E. My research from the other day told me you can't really leave your house for safety. The demons will just follow you. I needed to do something and do it quick before I die. I try to get a hold of myself and I go back into Fortnite. I looked at my inventory of skins and I saw Ark had been changed from a gold legendary to an eerie black backdrop. The name of the skin sure enough changed as well to Zozo. The scary part, the skin was missing from the picture, almost as if it left the game. I felt something cold on my shoulder. I looked up. It was Zozo. He mouthed something, what the board game said. "You will die." Losing no time, I remembered what I had to do. I didn't pay him any attention even though fear told me to. I ran back into the hallway and I picked up that Ouija board. I spelled out the words, "Go back to hell." And I finally said what should have been said. I spelled out, "Goodbye." Zozo let out an ungodly scream enough to break your eardrums. He was trying to slash me with his claws to prevent himself from going back to hell. His body was fading slowly in and out as he fought to be connected to me and to stay here. I knew the last resort. I knew what I had to do in this moment. I grabbed the Ouija board, I threw it outside, I grabbed some matches, and I set fire to it. I saw Zozo run at me, but as soon as the board was burnt enough, he stopped midair and exploded, almost as if a portal opened him up and sent him back to hell. I go back to Fortnite and Ark was returned to the normal, pure white-feathered female that it should have been. I play all day, no problems. Later that night, I go to sleep. I have a dream about Zozo and how he looked in Fortnite and how he looked in real life. He says he can still haunt me in my dreams, that he's still connected to me. I wake up with sweat pouring down my whole body. I stopped dead in my tracks when I remembered something. I never burnt the planchette. A voice enters my very brain saying,
"You will still die."